Peace and light, that old guy Australia, a very tired old guy, coming to you from Sydney. Like, share, subscribe, Instagram, YouTube. I'm only on my first beer, by the way. It's New Year's Eve, and I hope you have a great time. Really, I do. Enjoy your family and friends. Whatever you must, do that. Now, I wasn't going to do another video till next year. Happy not to. I was going to do what a year it was, and I'll probably still get around to doing that eventually, but we're just been flat out. And so, but a story's come up over the last couple of days that has caused me to chortle wildly. It's quite incredible. I was chatting to my good mate Cam, and we not so much follow, but we get posts from a guy called Andrew Tate. Now, Andrew Tate is probably well known throughout the world. I think he's got something like 10 million followers. He's an ex-kickboxing champion. Very wealthy guy. Invested very, very well, him and his brother. And he is a very polarising figure. Now, if you're a woman, you may be of the opinion that he is a sexist pig or a misogynist. And if you're a guy, you probably think he's the best thing since sliced bread. Either way, I'm not that interested in your opinion of him. And there's other people saying that he's a shield, controlled opposition. I mean, God's sake, they probably say that about me. You need to shut that shit up. But here's what I wanted to say. Andrew Tate is not a hater of women. He's a hater of modern feminism. In fact, he believes that modern feminism, as it's coming now with its gender-neutral, agenda, where men can now be women, and I think that's funny. Women don't know where to go. They howled against men. Some men said, "Oh, stop it, we'll be women." And they went, "What? Yeah, we're going to identify as women." What? Yeah. We'll just, in fact, some of us might even go so far as to cut our nuts off and have a VJJ put in. Hang on a sec. Yeah, we're going to be women no matter what. I'm like, feminists don't know where to go with this. They can't say no because... Anyway, Andrew Tate has railed against this. He wants women to be women and men to be men. And he's very, very eloquent. He's an incredibly intelligent guy, a super high IQ. And he doesn't need YouTube. He has other platforms and sponsors and immense business interests that he runs himself. And so, anyway, think of him what you may. I couldn't give a stuff. I love some of his stuff. And what he really does is challenge men to be men. And that's really what I'd want to do in a lot of ways. So anyway, 2 days ago, it came out a story that he was arrested by Romanian authorities for sex trafficking women and prostitution and all sorts of shit in his house, and they had photos of him being taken away by the police and all that stuff, And so Cam and I got chatting, and I said, "This is not good. This does not look good." I'm like, "It doesn't sound right. There's something really wrong with this picture." So we began discussing, and we figured there was something gone wrong here, or indeed, well, maybe he was guilty, but we didn't think so. But we thought something was up. Now, lo and behold, every single major TV station around the world picked up on this story. It went like wildfire around the world, and people couldn't wait, because here's the key. 2 days prior, right, Andrew Tate had absolutely reamed Greta Thunberg on Twitter. Absolutely bored her out, drilled her a new butthole, absolutely destroyed her and her stupid pseudo climate politics. He had destroyed her on social media. It was the funniest thing in the world. She had no answer. There's no one in the world she could come up against a guy like that. No one in the world. She hasn't got the intelligence to do it. She has not. And he absolutely smashed her to bits in front of 10 million followers. The next day he gets arrested for sex trafficking. Anyway, only one TV anchor interviewed him. A guy called Tucker Carlson got the highest rating current affairs show in American TV history. Tucker Carlson said, come on, what happened? He said, you got no idea. He said, I was swatted. Swatted. He said, what's that? He goes, well, what it does is somebody rings up the police anonymously and makes a complaint against you, says that you've got hostages, you're operating a child sex trafficking ring, prostitution, drugs, whatever the hell out of your house. And the SWAT team arrived. I got swatted. He said, I'm glad they turned up because, at least it shows that they care that may be the case. But he said they came in, they looked around, they couldn't see anything. There was nothing there at all. Nothing, according to the report that they'd been given. There was nothing there, nothing at all. So they said to him, look, can you come down to the station? We'll ask you a couple of questions and we'll get you to sign a statement and then you can go. And he said, sure, no worries. So 45 minutes later, he was down the station, he was released. No charges. The police are now investigating who made the tip. You see? Who did the tip-off? In the meantime, even Sky News is running with this shit saying Andrew Tate's arrested for sex trafficking and blah, 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 blah. The big social influencer. By the way, he was named Social Influencer of the Year in 2022. But the disappointing one for me was a group that I follow who are right into rescuing children from pedophiles and sex traffickers. They're called Our Rescue, Our Underground Railroad Rescue. And they put out a post. Well, I hesitatingly tapped on the comments, down they went, and I started scrolling through and I was like, whoa, you guys need to issue a retraction. You really do. What you've done is you've just done what everybody else in the world's done, jumped on the bandwagon. CNN, NBC, CBS, ABC, Channel 9, Channel 7, Channel 10, SBS, you name it, the Sky, they all jumped on this shit, said Andrew Tate. They thought they had him. Because he's one of those men that the media despise. He is absolutely hell-bent on exposing the New World Order and hell-bent on exposing the truth and the agenda behind Klaus Schwab and his crew. And he makes no bones about it. I mean, it's just full-on, throttle, open, no bullshit. Oh, man, does he rip them. And so they thought they had him. And turns out it was all bullshit. He's out there doing interviews going, nah, I'm not into that shit. He said, I had no problems with the police coming in because I got nothing to hide. I said, come on in, boys. I'll make you a cuppa. Have a look around. Check it out. Here's the keys. Open any door you want to. There's no bunker downstairs, but, go for your life. Probably wouldn't open that door, officer. That drawer. Got a few things in there you might want to see. I don't know. It was the funniest thing in the world. I was like, whoops. And my mate, one of his friends was female, was posting all this misogynistic shit and he just smashed it. I thought it was great. Anyway, it just shows you how incredibly corrupt the media is and how quick they are to jump onto anything they're told to jump onto. It's just insane. How you could ever believe a thing the media says. I don't believe a frigging doctor, I don't believe a nurse or a hospital, and I don't believe the media. They've all gone out the fucking window as far as I'm concerned. Down a gurgler. They just lying paid shills. Not interested in any of them. So, that said, that old guy's going to have a beer. I've got a potato salad I've just made. And a salad. Joe's off getting some chicken wings. Sent the vegetarian off to get the chicken wings. We're having sticky chicken wings and Jody Gordon, I'll tell you what I'm going to do later on, Jody Gordon. I'm going to do a 5-all and I'll mention you in that. So have a great new year. I owe a huge debt of gratitude to my many followers. The messages of encouragement and support, it's been brilliant. We haven't always agreed, and that's a good thing. A good thing. That shows you're thinking. You know what I mean? Shows you're thinking. I wish I could show you some of the messages I've got. For Joe and I, it's been an interesting end to a year. All we needed was this little piece of paper with one signature and a stamp. That's all we needed. We could have moved into our unit, had the driveway cemented and the water tanks put in But no, Sutherland Council likes to be absolute dicks. And so they shoved us on the bottom of the pile. We tried to get this thing through. So we waited on it. We should have been in here 8 weeks ago. Waited and waited. We went up to the council. We've had the builder's wife go to the council. It's been a nightmare. And so now we're still going to wait because we can't get the OC until they put the driveway and the tanks in. So, but in the meantime, we've got to survive. We're not wealthy at all. We're living on the breadline. I kid you not. With every single cent we've got and begged and borrowed to build this duplex, here it is. Everything's on the line. Joe and I put every single thing on the line for this. I kid you not. It is all the blood, sweat and tears. It's in it. And this is our last hurrah. Goes up for auction on the 24th. And without an OC, we can take a deposit. We can't sell it until we get the OC. And we're hoping that by the third week, maybe, of January, or second week of January, maybe, hopefully, council might come back and stamp it and we get the concreters in and get the driveway done and the tanks done. We might get a private certifier if we can, and bypass council otherwise. They're just idiots. Honest to God, they're such dickheads. Anyway, peace and light. We're going to have a great night. Trish and Doug will be here soon. They're just having a swim in their pool. And look, all new things next year. Once this is all sorted here, I've got a friend who's helping me put in a bit of a studio. And the difference is, the big news, you won't be seeing that old guy Australia in his painting gear anymore. I've had enough. I'm over it. I don't want to be one of those idiots that keep working and then suffer an accident that leads to an injury. That means that the rest of your life from then on, it changes dramatically. I don't know, walk off a scaffold or something. Not going to happen. I'm out of here, folks. You know? So, peace and light. Love you all. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all your support during the year. We'll catch you in 2023.